Hi there, my name is Eli, and welcome back to my channel, Draculaura. I am in a new setting. I have kind of missed doing videos in front of the camera and kind of starting off my videos like this. I recently moved in the past month, and I am still situating my, doll area, and I recently had to buy some more shelves. It's been a whole thing. So in the back, it's not all fully sorted out yet, but it should and it will be eventually. And then once it is, I'll probably do some sort of like doll tour and show how I've organized everything. I have a lot less shelf space here than my previous place, so I'm having to, really figure out who gets to be on display and who does not. So yes, I'll do that in the future. But enough of that. In today's video, I am reviewing the brand new Monster Fest Draculaura food truck playset. What is the official name? It is Fangtastic Rockin Food Truck. And it is this huge, heavy playset that comes with a Draculaura doll, and it retails for the hefty price of $60, like $59.99 kind of deal, but $60 for this thing. And there is the back. This thing is quite heavy, and the whole idea is you kind of have two different ways to play with your Monster Fest dolls, I guess. You have both a food truck and then also a stage that can turn into a stage, and then they can rock out on stage. That's the idea behind it. Now, is this worth $60? No, it is not. But I figured, you know what, I'm excited. I want to get this doll and do a review of her. And I'm eventually, spoiler alert, probably down the line in the near future going to reroute her. So it's whatever. I mean, not everyone reroutes their dolls. I totally get that. I'm probably one of the few exceptions out there, but that is my goal for her long term. Now, I saw people getting this doll. I actually bought her yesterday, so I'm filming it a day later because I was just busy. But I saw people posting them finding this doll at their Walmarts. And so I went on my Walmart app, and she was available to ship, but it's kind of a huge playset, and I don't want to have it shipped here just because it's so heavy, So I checked my Walmart app, saw that 4 Walmarts near me had it in stock. I picked my favorite of those 4 and went there. And then I didn't get any footage inside this Walmart just because, well, I'll tell you why. Because I went to the toy aisle, and this item was not out yet. But they were already pulling pallets out for, the night. It was probably 9:30 when I got to the Walmart. They closed at 11. So they were already rolling pallets out to, restock the shelves kind of thing. And I could see 2 or 3 pallets filled with toys. And me being me, I'm looking at them is she in one of these? She has to be, right? I'm also looking for Caddy low-key, but she wasn't there. But did y'all see people found Caddy Noir today? Today's been a big doll news day. People found Caddy Noir. I think Australia found Fearbook. Someone found the Dragon Queen RuPaul doll. It's just been a weird, random Monster High news eventful day. But yeah, they didn't have Caddy. But I did find this huge playset on the pallet. But I'm not about to just rip open and tear up the pallet. So I was do I just count this as a loss and move on and come back later? Do I ask someone if they can grab it for me? And I saw someone in the doll aisle, scanning things and whatever. So I very bravely asked him hey, I have a quick question. There's an item I want, but I noticed it's on the pallet. Can you help me grab it? I didn't want to grab it myself and touch the pallet. He's oh yeah, thank you so much for asking. That's you shouldn't do that. And I was okay, cool. And so he was really nice. He's getting it for me. And luckily they're kind of they come in a box, but they get shipped one at a time. The box was just for this one playset. And so I don't know how many each store is getting. I could see 2 or 3 on this one pallet, but luckily one of them was near the top of the pallet. So he just was able to grab that one for me, take his box cutter and open it up for me. And he was really cool. He's yeah, thank you so much. It's been a rough night for me, so just put in a good word. I'm thank you, I will. His name was Joey P. So thank you, Joey P, for helping me get this doll early. Well, early-ish, it was going to be put out that same night probably. So all of that to be said, I have her. She's probably most likely going to be very underwhelming, but this can be a journey that we go on together to discover how just how underwhelming she is. So that's enough of my rambling. I'm happy to be back in front of the camera after a couple of videos of me just like, being behind the scenes. But I will try to be more present once I get my situation sorted out. But all of that being said, I'll now open this up and see what it has to offer. Okay, Draculaura is free and the food truck is all taken care of. I have a lot to assemble. There's a whole instruction manual, which I will go over very briefly. But yeah, this is not that difficult of a playset. It's pretty simple, 2 parts. There's like I said, a cooking element and then like a music stage element. But what I care most about is the doll. So here she is. Here is Draculaura. Okay, so right off the bat, she has polypropylene hair. It's not curly polypropylene, it is straight. But, I mean, it sucks. It's not great hair fiber. Very puffy, stiff. And it's not, like, exciting either. It's not terribly thrilling. Like, here's the thing. At least for some of the previous series, like Fangtastic, for example, I feel like part of the reason/excuse we got from the brand about the polypropylene hair is like, oh, these hair fibers you can't find anywhere else in these colors. So, we really wanted these kind of pastel colors, so they had to be polypropylene. That was the reason. But like, what's the reason here? Because this is just pink. You can't find this pink in saran. It'd even be different if it was like some dolls, I don't know if you know this, but some dolls have a saran/polypropylene blend. I think the 2 that are most notable right off the top of my head are Ghoul Spirit Frankie. If you didn't know, the blue on the back of Frankie's head is polypropylene, and then the white and the black is saran. And then the like Amazon exclusive boutique Claudine is also a saran polypropylene blend, with like the silvery tone being saran and that fuchsia purple being polypropylene. Now, I don't prefer that either, but I would be a lot more forgiving if like this black hair was saran, right? And then just these streaks were polypropylene. Like, that would still suck, right? But like, that's a very different type of situation going on. But this is all poly. So yeah, definitely not worth $60. Now, some of the more positive aspects going on with this doll, I love the makeup. So I didn't really get to pick mine out because, I didn't want to be a nuisance and like have this guy open up every single doll they had on the palette. So the first one that was at the top that he opened up for me, that's the one I got. And I think she's pretty good. She does have like a small scuff, I think, right there on her eye. It's not that bad, but I love the makeup. I love the green. It reminds me of the Draculaura from G1. What was it? Snowbite? It reminds me of that. And I like the little flower makeup on the left eye. And this lip color is really cool too. It's kind of a nice plum color. So I do love the makeup. That is a positive, I'll say. But the hair is still just like really, really bad. But yeah, look at that face. That's a good thing. Now, moving on to some more bad. Is this fashion? Yeah, I don't know what happened here. This looks like kind of like a candy wrapper almost. Maybe they're trying to go for like a vampire bat? I don't know. Now, funny enough, this does nothing for Draculaura's shape, but the actual like top itself, excusing this like applique, is actually not bad. Like, pretty simple still. Some black spaghetti straps, but the way it's kind of ruched is very cute, but you don't see that because of this piece going on there. And then it does come off with just like some Velcro in the back. Also, this is my own doll stand. You can get these off Amazon. I've started getting them off AliExpress because they're cheaper, but either option works really. And then the skirt, not much better. The same type of like metallic beaded fabric. What I can really say, how can I say this? This is like a neon sign hearts with like bat wings. That's the pattern we got going on. It's not great. It's not good. And then, I don't know about y'all, but I don't really love this. It's so minor. It's so stupid. But the back is a full Velcro closure. I kind of like when it's just like a Velcro closure from like a third of the way up instead of the whole skirt. It's not a big deal really, but just for reference, just so you know, There's like a one panel, two panels of fabric, and then this whole front piece is just one panel. So yeah, that's what we're working with. I don't love this. I actually detest it. It's really ugly. But moving on to, I think, the most redeeming quality about this doll, beside her face, is these gorgeous cowboy boots. Draculaura's shoes are always stunning. Now, these are aching for some paint detail. They are a beautiful sculpt. I like the heart buckle right there. Lots of little like filigree all around on the boot. Nothing on the bottom. And they are this really interesting, not black, almost like, they kind of remind me of the shoes that Laguna got in Monster Fest. Kind of like a very metallic-y, muted, dark slate blue. That's what we're going with. But I love them. I love them so much. I will not be paying $60 for another set of these cowboy boots. But if this ever goes on sale for like 15, maybe I could justify it, and then like donate the bust to Goodwill or something, and then keep the base doll. I don't know. These are really cool boots. I hate when like dolls that come in these play sets have such cool shoes, because I hate buying duplicates. But yeah, these are really nice. Now, I'm going to just show up really quickly. So I have this jacket that came with the LOL OMG doll Lone Star, and she's kind of Western country themed. So I'm gonna pull out the like Western country elements that we're getting in these cowboy boots and add on this jacket and see if it helps. I'm trying here. I'm really trying. Okay, so let me add that on real quick. Okay, so I have this little jacket that I added. It's not great, but I'm trying here. And I actually did forget a couple other fashion elements that this doll did come with. So how could I forget? So most importantly is her necklace, which is this. This is it, you guys. It is a glow stick, just a little neon green piece of plastic. I have no words, but I'm gonna put it on, and it's really bringing out the green in her eyes. Oh my God, I see the vision. I really do. And then this piece is actually not that bad. It is her like flower crown, her like Lana Del Rey vinyl moment. I don't know what this little spiky is, but it's a whole little headband piece kind of thing. No paint detail, which is an utter shame, but I'll probably paint it in the future. I wonder what colors, I don't know. But the flowers are really nicely sculpted. I'll give it that. But let's try and squeeze it on her head. Is this the right way? I feel like I'm putting it on the wrong way. No, right? I feel like that should be up. It's not going on. Okay, sorry. I fully don't know what I'm doing. It actually goes on. This is the way it goes on, not like that. So it's not a crown. It's more like I don't know. Let's just put it on her. Okay. Okay, yeah, that fits on a little better. It's not great because she has polypropylene hair, which, is very puffy and sticks off the head. So like it doesn't really want to go on nicely. Like it doesn't really sit snug and like stay on her head. It's very poorly designed. Yeah, I don't like that piece at all. And it's a shame because the other Monster Fest dolls all had other nice, unique headpieces that stayed on very easily and were very versatile. And I can't really seem to get this to work. I mean, I'm sure you could just kind of do it like that, but as far as functionality, it's not functional whatsoever. And like I said, that's probably a symptom of this doll having polypropylene hair, which adds so much volume to her head. You can see her hair sticking off her head. It just doesn't fit the way I would want it to fit, and I don't know if there's any solution to that. I'm really trying to like wrap it on there tight. Okay, so I'm trying my best here to really give you guys the true experience. I don't like this, so I'm not going to display her with it. Sorry, but I will now move on and try and cover the rest of this food truck playset. I really don't think that's what a lot of you are here for, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, let's go. Okay, accessories. There's a lot of them. You get this little accessory pack that is visible from the box. You have some onion rings. Okay, we haven't gone this before. They look like they have like little teeth almost. And then there is like a basket. I'll get that later. There's a basket for them to be held in. Then there is some, I think tater tots is what I'm gonna go with. And it looks like they have little faces. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like that. And then similarly, they have a basket for them to be put in, and then they can hold the little basket. And then we have, are you kidding me? Do you have to put a sticker on this? You're joking. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. I'm pretty sure you have to put stickers on these condiments. Otherwise, it's just like a silver can. I don't know. And then condiments, maybe, yes. Pink and green. What are we working with here? Like ketchup and relish? They're kind of cute. I think these are cute. Pretty simple, just little skullets on them. Nothing to write home about. And then these spider tacos? Is that what it is? Look at kind of like little like bug legs maybe. This is nice. That's like the most detail we've had so far in this entire playset. So the tacos are the best piece. And then it looks like they squeeze and fit in something. That of which I don't know, but doesn't it look like these little like ridges fit in somewhere? I'm sure they do. Let me see. Do I have anything they could fit in? Oh, okay, yeah, they can fit in these little, this kind of coffin-shaped food tray. With that, you get 2 of. The other one I flung, which I will grab. And then you get some other things. This is so silly. You get a frying basket to deep fry all your food. So Draculaura is really hustling at Monster Fest. And then you get these ghost-shaped chicken nuggets. I'm pretty sure this accessory comes with the Spectra doll that should be coming out soon. So this is kind of our first look at Spectra, are these nuggets. But yeah, she can put them in there and deep fry them. And then we get this corn dog with like little wings. It kind of reminds me of a devil because it's red, but there it is. No paint detail. You get a microphone for Draculaura to hold and sing. It looks like the same mold as the microphone that came with Core Torlai. You get a witch's cauldron. I don't know what that's for. Maybe just to like cook with. I don't know. And then these, like I said, these little bat wings go up here on the bus, which I will put them on there later. You get this skeleton hand set of like, is it like a tongs or like a spoon to grab food with? I don't know. You get it. You get it. It's in a teal plastic. And then, like I said, there's that little terrible floral crown. You get another terrible piece being this guitar for Draculaura with no details, no paint, no strap. And I have a vendetta because why did Amped Up Frankie get this gorgeously done up guitar with all of the screen printed detail, a little plastic neon vinyl strap? Like granted, they're both very similar, right? They're kind of both hollowed out pieces to make them very lightweight. But you're telling me for $60, Draculaura couldn't get extra detail for her guitar? Like, and it's a cool mold. It is nice, like bat wings. Like it is molded to feel like it's for Draculaura, right? But this is very much night and day. This came with a $30 doll. This came with a $60 playset. A little bit ridiculous in my opinion. And then all the other pieces are kind of like big chunky pieces that connect to the playset. So like this bench, you can put it up front and they can, no, not they, but Draculaura can drive the bus, or you can use it as well to like sit and enjoy the food. Is this like a bumper? I don't know. I'll figure that out. And then we have this. I think this is like a sticker should go there, and then Draculaura can rock out. I don't know. You get it's a lot of plastic. And I get it. I'm sure this plastic for manufacturing is costly. Then here's the other part, the other half of the bus that turns into like a stage. You know, you have some like scaffolding, and then I'm sure there should be a sticker that goes up there. I don't really care about this stuff, to be honest. Which I know sounds a little bit ridiculous because I spent $60 on it. So I'm I'm trying my best. There is some cool detail here though, like a little I don't know what you call this. Like, so to roll backstage and carry all your supplies. I'm sure Taylor Swift is hiding in there right now as we speak. A little spider. Now, the other terrible part is this, a sticker sheet. So we have a menu, the Monster High sign, some like stage doors for Caddy Noir and the Hisfits, which where are either of them? We're waiting. And then you do have to apply stickers to these drinks. I have no words. That seems kind of ridiculous. I don't like that. And then like some headlights, I'm sure. What does this say? Grab a Grub, is that the name of her little food truck? Some spooky eyes, the keyboard, I don't know what that is, some like lights maybe. Yeah. Should I do this? Yes or no? I don't know. Yeah? Maybe? Okay. I don't want to, but I will. I'm gonna put these stickers on and I'll be right back. Oh, also, here is the instructions, kind of, I'll go over it real quick, that you get with the doll. Funny enough, it says doll cannot stand alone. Really, for $60, you think they couldn't come up with a solution, like a doll stand? But yeah, you don't get a doll stand. And then it shows you sticker sheet, sticker placement, how to open the truck, and how to like slide everything in and out, fold the pieces, fold them out. Okay, that maybe wasn't a bumper. I think that goes on the food truck, and it's like for the food truck. It's not a bumper piece. It looks like kind of like a countertop. And then, you know, the little drinks can go in these little holes and these notches, and then there's the keyboard, and that's how she holds the guitar and the microphone, and that's where the bench goes, and, you know, it's just telling you everything. You can deep fry your onion rings, and yeah. And then this is kind of, I think, packing it all up, and Draculaura is off. Okay, just wanted to show that real quick if you were curious. At least they do try to give you, you know, instructions to figure this all out, because it is a lot of moving pieces and moving parts, I'll say. Okay, so I put all the stickers on. It's not as difficult as I thought it would be. Here is like the stage part of the playset. The guitar is very difficult to display as expected because there is no strap, and you know, you kind of want to have her hold it like this, so she's like, you know, strumming the guitar, but then the only thing holding it is this little handle right here, so then it just falls. So that sucks. And then I'll show you this side of the display. You have her little keyboard here, so she can double this as like her little DJ set keyboard, or you can flip it to like a table for the food side of the play truck, the play set. So I see the versatility here and the functionality. And then this can fold down, this folds back up, and then this can attach to the rest of the truck. Here is the like dressing room, so we see Caddy Noir and the Hisfits kind of like dressing room aspects, so they can get ready for their show. Here's what the other side of the truck looks like. Pretty simple. This was already here. This is like cardboard. So yes. Okay, so this one is a lot bigger. So here's what this side looks like. So you can kind of do a perspective of like, I'm sure Draculaura inside there. Let me like place her there, you know. Draculaura is cooking up her food, selling it to the Monster Fest attendees. I added the sticker right here that says Grab a Grub, the menu, and then this whole piece is not a bumper, but instead, like I said, like a countertop. And then this can double as like a little table for them to eat on. You know, they can sit if they want to sit. And then all of the different little food accessories, you can play with those. And yeah, that's the playset. Then how this packs up is pretty easy. Actually, I don't know. I've never done it, so let's try. Okay, this little thing right here, there's like a spring mechanism. So you fold the spring down and then push it down. And then there's a little notch right there that keeps it in place from like springing up. And then if you flip it, we can add back in this bench. It kind of like presses in there. It's not the most sturdy connection. And then this piece, I actually don't know. How does that piece work? see, that's why we're doing this together. Where does that thing go? Does it fit in there? Like, that would suck if it didn't. I feel like it has to, right? Because I wouldn't want this just like free floating outside of this playset while I'm not using it. I don't know. I don't think it does. But here's this that then like attaches back to the bus. So it doesn't look right, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is like the mechanism in the back that you can open the bus or close it. You see that? Okay, so here is the mechanism to latch the other half of the bus shut. And then if you want to take off the playset, you can take open that latch. And then literally the instructions show you just pulling on this little handle, and then the bus will come apart. Like I said, I don't know if this other piece, like this keyboard piece, can just like fit in there. Maybe I'll just like stick it in there. Wait, I'm looking, and does it not look like you could like attach something there? What is all this for? I don't know. Like, okay, I figured it out. I'm doing this way wrong. If I just looked at the instructions, this is for the guitar and then the microphone. Okay, I guess that works. And then I forgot to show off like this part, but here's the interior. I like this door. I like it. It's clear plastic. It's nice. It's kind of got a cool little design and texture, and then you can put all the food in there. I don't know how safe it's going to be traveling with it, but I forgot to show this little section. So there it is. So that is Draculaura's food truck transforming playset. It's definitely an experience. I think obviously I'm an adult, and this is very much made for children. So with that in consideration, like, it probably gets the job done. I'm sure kids are going to have fun with it if they buy it, if their parents buy it for them. Okay, I'm trying to close it with the bench in there because I'm determined. And it does work if you just kind of like shove it in there. So cool. I don't know why I was so like fixated on the bench being able to fit the table / like a keyboard. Okay, I am done with this truck. I'm going to set it aside, and I'll do some closing thoughts with this Draculaura doll because, you know, it's a little playset. It's cool, I guess. It's not bad. The mold is nice. You know, there's the front. I actually really like the front with like the eyes and the headlights, and then this like coffin shape with teeth. Like, it is cool. It is cool, and it's got wheels, right? Oh, look at the rims are nice. I like the heart rims. It says Direstone Tire Company. That's funny. I like that. Okay, see, there's like hidden details. The tread on the tire are hearts. So the details are there if you look for them, but still, for 60 bucks, this is a huge hunk of plastic that I now have to find space for, which is never fun. But for the sake of this Draculaura doll, I was willing to do it. Oh my god, she looks so sad and lonely up there. Okay, real quick. Draculaura, this is not her first foray into polypropylene hair. We've also had this lovely Bite in the Park Draculaura. Hate this hair. This doll's kind of weird. She had a weird distribution. I found her at Macy's, and then I think people were finding her at some like discount stores, and now I never really see her. So if you wanted her, hope you got her. And then I have the Latin American like budget Draculaura with polypropylene hair. She's interesting. You know, she's got a lot of unique things going on. Like, she has a unique shoe mold, a unique purse mold. Wait, I think we got this purse somewhere else. I think we got it in the first Fangtastic road trip set. So we did get this purse reused somewhere else. She didn't come with pierced ears. I pierced them myself, which is actually a really good segue because this Draculaura does not have pierced ears either. I don't know. I like pierced ears. Even if you're not going to give us earrings, at least pierce the ears. That also makes me curious if she has a chest joint. She does not. She does not have a chest joint. So she is fully considered a like budget doll. Anytime a doll doesn't have a chest joint, they're kind of classified as a budget doll. So here's the thing. Here's really the thing going on here. Even though this Draculaura is $60, almost, I'm sure, 80% of that budget was allocated towards the food truck, right? That huge chunk of plastic probably cost a lot of money for them to manufacture, and they probably had the tiniest, weensiest budget left over for a doll. So with working and scrounging up whatever budget they had, this is what we got, right? We don't have a chest joint. We have polypropylene hair. There's no earrings. There's not even holes for earrings if you wanted to give it to them. There's like little to no paint detail. The actual worst necklace I think we've ever gotten on a Monster High doll. You know, very, very little going on here. Now, what we did get is a gorgeous face, and some cool boots. And for those two things, I'm trying to look on the sunny side of things, you know? I'm trying my best here. But I'm just trying to explain to y'all, like, what's going on. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, $60. That's not a $60 doll. No, it's really not. Like, if you really think about the budget, this doll probably costs like $15 of that $60 budget, right? And then the other $45, you're like forced to kind of get this playset if you want this doll. And honestly, it makes sense from like a, you know, creative marketing business perspective. Like, hey, we want to sell this playset, so throw in a doll and people will buy it. And honestly, props to them, because it took a long time for them to adapt to this playset kind of, I don't know, modality, because we had a Ghoulmobile car that had no exclusive doll that no one wanted to buy because it had no doll that came with it, right? And then they learned and eventually repackaged the Ghoulmobile to come with 2 exclusive dolls. And then they had a Claudine bedroom playset that, guess what, came with no doll, so collectors like myself didn't want to buy it, you know. I only really care about the dolls. So then what do? Repackage it. That came with an exclusive doll, 2 dolls actually. And so it makes sense, like they're catching on. Like, if you want us to buy these huge, chunky playsets, throw in a doll and we'll probably buy it, even if that doll is, you know, this. So I do much prefer this, because I hated that model of like, let's release an item and then re-release it a second time, but this time with a doll. Because then all of the collectors who already bought the Ghoulmobile and Claudine's bedroom, then if they want these exclusive dolls, they have to kind of suck up buying a second set of like the playset materials and the playset items. So as much as I am a little bit disappointed with this whole playset overall, I don't really mind it. I do kind of like this Draculaura, all things considered. And that's the thing, like I'm coming on here and I'm like low-key, kind of high-key trashing on her, but some part of me had to have liked her, to have wanted to buy her, and I can see, you know, a glimmer of hope hiding in there, like a sliver. So as much as I'm joking around and trying to be fun and like a kid, I do like her, you know, and I'm gonna review her hair and try to fix her up. But yes, I'm just giving all of that context because there's so much more than just like expensive, ugly doll. Like there's a lot more going on behind the scenes as far as decisions that are getting made, and I think this is much better. I think, at least, you know, it's expensive, yes, but I at least like that it came with the doll to incentivize people to buy the playset. So it does work. The business model does work. I can't blame them. And then we did get Neon Frights, but I rerouted her, so I can't show her. But I also have Fangtastic. She was also polypropylene. That's what I was getting at. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. At least with this doll having polypropylene hair, it's this kind of nice baby pastel pink that we never really have seen anywhere else, right? And the excuse we got was like, yeah, we couldn't give you this color in Saran, so we had to give it polypropylene hair. Like, it sucks. It's a terrible excuse. But, I mean, they're not wrong. It is kind of a nice hair color, so, right? But then, like, what's going on here with these other Draculauras? Like, what's the excuse there? Because, you know, it's black and pink. Like, you couldn't have given us that in Saran. I don't know. Now, to make matters even worse, let me show you her with the rest of the Monster Fest crew. Okay, I am back with the rest of my Monster Fest crew. I love Monster Fest. I've loved these dolls so much. I've done videos on the rest of them here: Laguna, Claudine, Frankie, and Cleo. and I've really thoroughly enjoyed them. Like, they bring me a lot of joy. I gave Cleo bangs. I restyled Claudine's hair. I need to touch up Laguna's bangs, so let's just ignore her. But I really do love this line. They're $25. Very, very fair retail price point. I think they come with a lot. Like, they're beautifully styled. They're all cohesive. They all have a lot of through lines that connect them to one another. That's one of my favorite things about Monster High. Like, they all have purses. They all have Polaroid cameras. They all have a food accessory, a drink accessory. They all have crowns. They all have like the same belt pieces. Like, you know, I love that kind of cohesion in a doll line, and so it's always very satisfying for me. And this Draculaura does not really fit in the vibe of all of that. Like, there that goes flying. Like, first strike, right? There's our first demerit. Like, the polypropylene hair, the crown headpiece that does not stay on her head. This terrible, terrible fabric quality / just design, like, let alone the choice of the fabric. This is just kind of an ugly design. It's very cheap feeling. And, you know, like I said, she is a budget doll in all technicality of the word, but still kind of sucks. But the boots, no paint details, but beautiful mold. So I think, you know, when you are comparing this Draculaura to the rest of Monster Fest, it's very jarring, right? It is very extremely jarring. And like I said, I gave her this little like jacket with some fringe detail to bring out some of those Western elements, and she's still struggling behind them. You know, she's still struggling. So I don't know. I'm kind of trying to be positive here, but it does suck. And I'm glad I could kind of be the test dummy and the guinea pig and buy her and see what she's about. So you can make an informed decision if you want to get her in the future. Most likely, I recommend it not at full retail price. You know, hopefully for like $15 is probably a fair price, like 15 to 10, honestly. And she'll probably go on sale. Here's the thing. This is an early release. I know we're in May, but like for real, this will probably be on sale come like September, October for the holidays. So if you want to hold out for her, get her at a good price and like snag up a cool doll. She's cool. She's not great. She is cool. And here's the thing. You can still like things that are objectively bad. Like, objectively, she's bad, right? Objectively, like, this fabric is kind of cheap. The hair is very cheap and low quality. The design's kind of not really there and doesn't have a lot of creative vision. But you can still like things that are bad. And I kind of like her still. And like I said, I'll probably reroute her and show her off in a future video, and then do like a Monster Fest retrospective. Even though this whole line's been out for like less than a month, it's fine. It's fine. So I do have plans for her, and I don't say that to sort of counteract all of the negativity and bad features of this doll, because I fully don't expect everyone out there to, you know, have rerouting skills, and like that should not be you know, necessary when you're buying Playline dolls. It really shouldn't. But I hope I gave enough context as to probably how and why we got this doll, because like I said, she's a budget doll. She comes with a playset. She's really just kind of like a little carrot they're dangling in front of us to buy that damn food truck. You know, I'm trying to give context here. So hopefully any of this was fun and informative, entertaining, humorous, stupendous, whatever. Please, I hope you had a fun time with me today. I love dolls and talking about them, even on our bad days. You know, even if this Draculaura is high-key a flop, it's fine. We can still have fun with her. Like, just ignore everything else but this, and we're slaying. We're good. Okay, that is all I have for you today. I had fun reviewing her, like I said, even though she's not the best. And I hope you had fun as well. So comment down below if you have plans of ever picking up this doll. It doesn't have to be immediate. It can be in the distant future. Maybe it'll be 5 years from now at your local Goodwill with that food truck. Who knows? You know, that's always interesting to think about. Okay, for real, that is all I have for you today. This is my channel, Draculaura, and my name is Eli, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, goodbye.